Hello, I am the Reverend Point Blank. I want to talk about a few things. Basically, one thing is life. And I'm going to start at the beginning. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was without form and void. And darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the earth and said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God divided the light from the darkness and called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning was the first day, according to the Bible. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning was the third day. And God said, "Let the waters of the heaven be gathered together in one place. And let the daylight appear and gather together all the waters, and call he seas." He called the dry land earth. And God said, "Let there be grass and herbs yielding their own seed. And let the fruit trees yield fruit, whose seeds are in itself upon the earth." And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. And God said, "Let the light be in the midst of the firmament of the heaven. And let there be a sign for season, and for days, and for years." And God made two great lights, one to rule the day and one to rule the night. And God made the stars and set them in the midst of the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly creatures that have life, and the fowl, that they may fly high above in the midst of the heavens." And God made great whales, and every living creature that the water bring forth that hath life. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind. And God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply, and filled the waters and the seas." And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures after its kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after its kind, cattle and the beasts of the earth after its kind." God saw it and said that it was good. Hear this very carefully. And then God said, "Let us make man out of the dust of the ground, and breathe into his nostrils the breath of life." And God made Adam a living creature. And God brought forth every living creature and every fowl of the air to see what he would call them. And the Lord God said, "It is not good that man should be alone." And God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And God made a woman and brought her unto Adam. And Adam said, "This is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh." So God created man in his own image. And God created male and female. And he called he them. And God saw everything he had made, and said, "Behold, this is very good." And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. And on the seventh day God rested from all his work. The seventh day he had sanctified. And he said, "Go into the garden that was east of Eden and tend it, take care of it." And he said, "Everything in the garden thou mayest eat, But from the tree of knowledge and good and evil thou shalt not eat. For the day that thou eat of it, thou shalt surely die. So Adam was with the woman, and Eve got up in the middle of the night, I guess, go to a party, I don't know, and she met the serpent. She was enthused by the serpent. She walked up to the tree. She saw the fruit. And the serpent said, thou shalt not surely die. For God knoweth in the day that thou shalt eat of it, therefore your eyes shall be open, and shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So she ate from the fruit. Imagine it was good. Adam got up in the middle of the night and he was looking for her because she wasn't next to him. Imagine it was the middle of the night, I'm just saying. And then he came upon her and she said to Adam, eat the fruit. Then she said to Adam, the serpent hath said, thou shalt not surely die. Our eyes shall be open and we shall be as gods. Taste it. There is no harm, Adam. And Adam said, it is disobedience. And Eve said, it will make us wise. So Adam ate the fruit. And the Lord God called to Adam and said, Adam, where art thou? And Adam said, I heard your voice in the garden. I was naked, so I hid myself. So God said, who told you you were naked? Basically, that's not what he asked him, but he said, who told you you were naked? Hast thou eaten from the tree that I have commanded you not to eat from? Adam said, God, it was a woman that you gave me. She gave it to me and I ate of it. I did eat of it. So God looks at Eve and says, what hast thou done? And Eve said, the serpent beguiled me and I did eat. Keep in mind, both of them disobeyed God, and both of them wanted to blame somebody else. So he blamed Eve and she blamed the snake. God said, because thou hast eaten, thou art cursed above all cattle and every beast of the field. On thy belly shalt thou go, and thy dust shall thou eat all the days of your life. I will put enmity between thee and Adam, and thy seed and her seed. It will bruise thy head, and ye shall bruise his heel. And Eve, I will greatly multiply thy sorrows and thy conception. In sorrow shalt thou bring these children forth, and thy husband shall rule over you. Adam, because you have hearkened unto your wife, and have eaten of the tree, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of your life, Adam. Thorns and thistles shall bring forth to thee. Thou shalt eat the herbs of the field in the sweat of thy face. Thou shalt eat it until thou return to the ground. For out of it thou wast taken from dust, and unto dust thou shalt return. So I'm going to tell you about how it's going to work, how it's working right now. We don't have no sandals. We got alligator shoes and sneakers, and we don't ride around in buggies. We got cars, airplanes, jet planes. We ain't got no spears. We got guns, rifles, nuclear weapons. So it's different, but the principles of every book I've ever read in my life are the same. Every principle is the same. Read it. Listen, I've been around the world. I learned that I didn't know shit until I started meeting people from other cultures that believe what they believe. They've been believing it for thousands of years. Who are you to judge somebody? I think the first person you should judge is yourself. Now we're going to talk about this a little further because I want to break this down for you. And one of the things I want you to think about is God said, let us make man. So who is us? Think about that. And then think about that you came from the ground, you're going back to the ground, that all the air and all the oxygen and the fruits and vegetables God made, and that is the thing that keeps you alive. So if that is the thing that keeps you alive, understand You're going back to it, and you will be fruits and vegetables for somebody else to eat. So the principle is your words and your deeds are your seeds. The hearts of people is the various ground. What's in their head is the weather. But you got to know what you want to grow in your life. Otherwise, you'll be cast out into the field, chewed up by the elements, eaten by society, chasing your five senses. It look good, it smell good, it tastes good, it sound good, and it feel good. Those are five senses that you chase. And you don't even have a sixth sense. Common sense, what to do with the five senses that you have. You see, you got three people inside it, three entities. Your mind, body, and spirit. Your spirit governs your mind, and your mind governs your body. Basically, you run around those five things because you feeling stuff. I'm going to close with this. I'm the Reverend Point Blank. I say, fuck a feeling. Fact of the motherfucking facts.